Hey everybody, how's it going today? Thanks for joining Dormant No More. I'm Sharon, and we record out of the sanctuary city of Denver, Colorado. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and I'm glad that you're here. So much happening. The Felon's about to speak. A lot of people think it's going to be on his health. I think they're going to say very little or a lot of lies about his health. I think he's been vulnerable, and I think he's probably in fight mode right now. So I really feel like it's going to be more like sending troops into Chicago and other places, blue cities that he hates, just to show his teeth and his spite and his anger and his misery and his narcissistic dementia tendencies. But we will find out very shortly. So I've been pulling cards all morning, and here we go, my dormant deck, which I love. If you'd like them to, shoot me an email. And I had a message come through that I think he's moved out of the White House. I think when we saw bags being thrown out of the windows yesterday, you know, those windows, they are boxed in. And from what I understand, they have to be disjointed to even open them. So I don't think he even lives there anymore. I think he's been moved to a place where there absolutely can be no leaks about his health. I think he's doing a Putin. Putin has his fortress somewhere in Russia, and he has his doubles. Supposedly, entertainment only, yeah. His doubles at the Kremlin who do the meetings and such. I think that the Felon is going to try to follow suit with that and continue on, even if the rocket ship comes to take him off the planet. I don't know. It would upset Project 2025's agenda. It would upset all the goons who are the ICE goons. It would upset, well, I mean, Kristi Noem wouldn't be able to put people in cages anymore and rip children from their parents and try to ship them off on a plane to some God knows place and just dump them. It's gonna upset the chain of events, and so I think they're going to try to keep it secret, but it's not going to stay secret. You're not going to be able to hide it from the American people, but this is my conspiracy theory on what I think is going down. And yes, I use that word, and I'm just having fun out here, so yeah, that's what I think. I want to do a shout out. Tomorrow, there are survivors, victims from the Epstein trafficking who were coming together. They are coming with their lawyers to be protected, and many of them have never spoken before. Big hearts to you, brave, courageous women. The world is with you. So many are more with you than not, and I really, I can't wait to tune in and hear what you all have to share and say and validate what you've been through. And we have a special episode tomorrow as just a validation for all of the survivors from the Epstein trafficking, and to all trafficked victims in the world, and victims who, young boys and girls and women and young men, to all of you. This will be just I'm just little old me. I don't even think I have 20 followers yet. I just started 2 weeks ago, and YouTube dumped me for a couple of days saying I had messed up on their rules when they say at the end I did nothing wrong, and they put me back on. So it's just little old me, but this is just one thing that I can possibly do to show my support for such a disgusting part of history in our world, and I want to do that. So I hope everyone's going to tune in tomorrow and take advantage of that. One more short shout out. If you haven't seen Eminem's new music video on Trump, I think you should. I'm not going to say too much about what I think, but to me it seemed like an elevated piece of musical art, to the point where I don't think he was communicating his emotions. I think he knows something, and I think he was communicating that, I don't know, he knows something. That's what I got out of it. So please take a watch. It is, whether you think anything or not, it was very good and worth the watch. He's brilliant. So let's do a quick read. Very quick. I have been shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. Like I said, I've been doing reads all morning. I'll probably be back on shortly this afternoon. Oh goodness, I got cards flying, oh my. Cards flying out all over the place. Well, here we go. The heart of death and the ending, the emotional ending, the journey coming to an end. So this is right along the lines of what I was saying, and I don't think it's any clearer than that. See what's on the bottom. He's got one cup left full, and oh, the Five of Swords. No matter what they say, no matter what they say today at this press conference, he says, they say, whoever wrote the script, whatever, it's all coming to an end. And truth and justice is coming out of the eclipse. Speaking of which, the lunar is on the 7th or the 9th, and then the 21st is the solar eclipse. Yeah, and that's a big one. So this is very appropriate. All right, so that's what I've got for you today. I will probably jump back on later, as I said. I know I seem really rushed. I've got a client coming in, so I gotta get ready for that real quick. But yeah, y'all, I will speak at you later, and stay tuned. Bye.